Okay, so now we are still on the theory aspect of this tutorial, email marketing, right? And we are moving forward to the next phase to complete the theory aspect and then move you to the practical aspect. In the practical aspect, I'm going to ask you to create some accounts and actually practicalize sending emails. So, but before we get there, just want all of us to be on the same page. And those of you, again, if you have not watched those videos that I posted on the group chat, please do so. It's not a long video. It's just like, some of it is like I think between 5 to 10 minutes or so. So it's very important that you watch it after the class, the video, so that you can be up to page. And this material, is there anyone that's studied this material from A to Z? Because I sent it on the group as well to study. Is there anyone that have completed studying this material? Is there anyone that have finished reading these materials on the screen, the one on my screen? Is there someone there that says something? Okay, so I was going to imagine that you should have read this material so that it's going to be very easy. Because what I'm going to do is fast reading, and we're going to skip a lot of things that we might not be able to cover because of our time restriction. So in our last section, we stopped at announcement, sending announcement to your email contact list. So if you got hired as an email marketer or a digital marketing, you need these tools. You need to have the knowledge of email marketing skills. So there are some things that you have to know that is in common with all companies that are using email marketing. They will want you to send newsletter to their customers or to their clients. They would also demand you send some announcement in case there's something going on in the company, like maybe there's a launch of a new product, or maybe there's a change in the organization structure. So they will demand that you send some announcement to their email contact list. Again, some might also require you, if they're having some events going on, there's also event invitations that they might ask to send to their clients, customer base list. So now we are on the section of announcements. So let's see what it says. This material is telling about announcement. Says emails. Email is a fantastic way to announce a new product or service your business is offering. The key to getting your audience excited about your latest business offering is by answering these 4 questions in your next product announcement email. So the first question is, what is it? Why should I care? What is included? How do I get it? So these are the 4 basic call to actions that you want to make sure that you are answering the solution you're offering in your email announcement. So what is it? Let your audience know exactly why you are emailing them and the product or service you have available. For example, ABC Institute is happy to announce a new math class, or our latest collection is now available at this clothing store. So be simple and direct in letting your audience know what is new. Use your brief, short, and direct statement as your email headline or even your subject line. Okay, within your email, you should also include an image of the new product or a picture that represents your new service. Yes, it is really true that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that is 1,000 less words you need to write to help sell your new product. So I want you to be taking key note on this, because once I give out the assignment, most of these things should be included. Just like when you're drafting an email, you have to have image in it, because image goes a long way, right? You have to have a unique subject line or an appealing subject line, and then okay, a picture that, okay, depending on what niche you are on. So why should they care? We have answered the question of what your email is about, because anyone you're going to send email wants to know why you are sending him or her email. Now that is the question of what is it. Now, why should they care about the email you're sending to them? So in your email, tell your audience why they should spend time caring about your message. Tell them the benefits of your new product or service that will directly impact them. For example, in our institute, you could say something like, our new math class is perfect for students looking for a job as an accountant. Okay, clearly articulating the benefits of your new product or service can pique the interest of your customer. Okay. Another example in this highlighted column is explore our latest online courses and learn new skills at your own pace. Enroll and become a satisfied expert to boost your career. So this is just an example of why they should care. You need to resonate your tone, your email tone, on convincing them that, oh, this is why this email is very, very important. Now, what is included? The goal of a product announcement email is to get your readers interested enough to click on your call to action. You don't need to include a laundry list of every single item that is included in your new product. However, you should include the main features that would be of interest to the customer. Okay. In our clothing store example, you could say something like, our latest collection is inspired by the early 70s and includes jean bags, jumpsuit, and all of this thing. All of our clothing is made with promise quality, right? A simple list of these key features of a new product will help keep your email focused. If you're offering a special discount or promotion, to introduce the product, that should also be very prominent in your email. For example, for a limited time offer or for a limited time only, save 15% off any item in our new collection, something like that. Now we have answered the question on why they should care about the email you're sending to them. Now, how do I get it? That's another question you need to answer on your email. Make it very clear what your email recipient needs to do to get your new product or service. If you are missing this, then number one and number two is wasteless, because they will read your email and they won't take any action. So you have to let them know the process on what they need to do in short. So if you're selling the product or service online, a clear shop now button, you can put like, if it's an e-commerce, you can put like shop now button in bold color. If you want to drive people to the website to get more details, try learn more, right? Like a button, learn more. If you want to drive users towards a call or a visit, make your phone number or your physical address stand out in the email. We have a handy call to action button generation for your email, something like that. So that is the three questions you need to have, mindset you need to have when you're drafting an announcement email. And one of the assignment that I'm going to give out today is drafting an announcement email, drafting a newsletter email, and also event invitation. And I'm going to tell you the process and how to go about it. Okay. So let's say you're working for a church or a mosque or an NGO as a VA. They might want you to send emails to your church member or your mosque members. And this is something that you need to do. So events and emails goes hand in hand. Whether you host an open house, charity gala, webinar, or a customer appreciation day, the best way to promote your event and invite guests is through email invitation. It is similar to what you have been doing for your other emails. The following email shows a sample of template of an event invitation. Okay, you have the event name, the date and time has to be there. Say more about your event, right? You can share information about your organization. the plans that you're making for the event, the items that the attendees should bring. If you do not need to provide more information about your event, delete this text. The street and city of the event, the company name, something like that. So it's saying that, okay, your subject line, you need an engaging in an interesting subject line to pull your readers in. Logo or company name has to be on your email, okay? Using a masthead banner as you would in a newsletter works well. Okay, reason, let the reader knows what is in it for them. Will they learn something new? Will they get to make and take something home? Will they get to network with 500 people in their industry? Event details. Make sure you list the event date. You obviously can't have an event without a date, a time, and a place. Include whatever is required, like the venue, like webinar or a new service, or include full login sign-up page, something like that. Okay, call to action. Once again, every email needs a call to action. Don't forget the formula I have told you for successful email marketing. Use a button marker to help with tags and direct people to either your sign-up form, your website, to a landing page, your blog post, even a Facebook event. Now, here comes the reason why I preface. I just need to share this bonus tip. Okay. Whatever you have read above the subject line, logo, reason, event, CTA. Who can tell me what CTA means? I know we mentioned it in our previous class. Who can tell me like what CTA? What's CTA?
Call to action.
Very good. Call to action. CTA is the call to action. Okay. So send more than one emails. An event email is not a one and done deal. You should send at least 3 emails about your event, at least minimum. Be sure to send reminders to those who have not opened or clicked your email. The day before the event, send one last email to recap important information like where to park and direction. Okay. Now, invite guests via social media. In addition to inviting your contact via email, you can also invite guests via your Facebook page by creating an event. It's not only another way to promote your event, but you can invite people that you don't have email addresses for. Email past participants first and offer them a discount. Okay, if this is a recurring event. Offer early bird and regular pricing. If your event comes with a cost, offer 2 pricing options: early bird and regular, meaning those who register early, you get a discount, something like that. Reward people who jump on the opportunity early. With this tip, your next event email will be a shining success. Okay, take a look at the following event. This picture right here. Okay, so we are done with that event invitation. Now let's go to email marketing content. What should be on your content? See, everything that we are going through is very, very important. Again, it's a theory aspect of it, and it's very, very important to have this in your mindset when you are doing this job or task. So email copywriting, we have copywriting in general. Copywriting, who can tell me what copywriting is? I think is Egoli want to say
Yeah,
something.
a copywriter is someone who writes ads for a product or a service.
Okay. Okay, that's a portion of it. Okay, good. Okay, and also add to what Egoli said. Okay. We have done copywriting in this class, I think, in this section. So who can tell me, who can add to what she said? Copywriting. Copywriting. Uh I I I I think some of you are muted though. Because I can't believe that. I don't want to believe that none of you. Okay, maybe we could go for it. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening. Copywriting is
Actually, what she said wanted to say like part of her advertisement, but it uses persuasive words, call to action, and all that to advertise the product for customers.
Okay. Who else want to add to this? So what Miracle said. Okay, I've been bothered, go for it.
So, a copywriter is someone who do research about a product and writes content on it to support the products, maybe the services, a review, and put it down.
Okay, good. Okay. One thing I want us to not although it's similar, it's related, but I don't want us to mix content writing to copywriting. We have content writing, we have copywriting. So, but they are similar in nature, but there are some differences to pinpoint what a copywriter actually does. So, Agbola, let's hear from you. Is Agbola with us? Okay, Ofia, go for it. What's copywriting?
So, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
So, copywriting basically is writing for people to take an action, like to persuade people to buy a particular product. So, and it basically drives conversion.
Okay, good. Who else wants to add?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So copywriting is more like a text for boosting awareness about a product or a service in order to drive engagement into the store.
Can you repeat what you said? I didn't get it clearly.
Okay, I'm coming, sir.
Copywriting is a text in order to build or to boost brand awareness about a particular product or service in order to drive engagement into the store.
Okay.
I would say copywriting is an interesting write-up about a product or a services that catches the attention of people to the product or the service.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Good evening, all.
Yes, so, go ahead.
Okay, I can say that copywriting is like an art and science of a written words that drive people to take action. Maybe like buy something or just engage them about product or service or even an idea of something. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Now that everybody have contributed, and I love the fact that you say it's an art of science. So copywriting is an art of science, is a language, a particular language of speaking to the person you're speaking to take an action, to drive him and appeal him to get what you're trying to solve. So that's why copywriting requires a skills. Not just anyone can do copywriting, because just like you're not learning a particular language, right? And you won't have difficulty speaking it. So a copywriting is a particular science that you use as a form of speaking in the mind of a customer or a client to convince that client that yes, you need to get this product for you. So having this knowledge of copywriting would help you a lot when it comes to email marketing. Because content writing itself is just your writing content. You shouldn't necessarily have to get someone to take an action in content writing. You're just putting content. So, but it might also involve you using some call to action. But copywriting is specific. The goal you're writing is to sell something, is to get something from the readers, from their mind. Just like magic, right? It's just like someone doing magic. It's to get the other reader to buy into something, to convince the person. So you're speaking a particular language into that person. So now, when it comes to email copywriting, now let's see what it says. Email marketing involves a unique form of copywriting that a lot of people, especially when just starting out, have some difficulty planning and executing. Okay, there are many similarities with other forms of copywriting, but there are some unique opportunities and pitfalls as well. These articles will examine some of the elements of writing for email marketing and walk you through the basic of crafting your email, your message. How to write subject lines. Okay, the subject line of your email is the hook that draws your subscriber to open your email. It's just like you going to the ocean or to the sea to catch a fish. You need to try to put something that would allow the fish to come into your basket or your nets, right? So likewise, when it comes to subject line as well, we receive a lot of emails on a daily basis, and I'm sure not everyone have time or open all their emails that they receive. Some of you, once you just read the subject line, you already know that I don't need to open this one. I have a lot of emails in my inbox that I don't even know if I open 1/3 of them, because once I see the subject line, it will determine if I need to open or not. So what's that unique magic or unique skill that you can put in your subject line to draw that person who you send the email to open it? So I hope you understand the gist. Now, whatever extraordinary performance you have done while writing your email, that all will go to waste if you do not choose the appropriate subject line for the email. Write a line that is catchy as well as personalized. Okay, those two things are important. It's catchy and personalized. Personalized means so that person will think you are sending it to him alone, right? Not knowing that you're sending it to thousands of people. So you have to know, you have your email personalized and catchy. Remember not to exceed more than 10 words. Remember not to exceed more than 10 words. See the research below. Okay, now let's look at this research image below. The best subject line should contain 6 to 10 words. Meaning, don't bombard people with so many long subjects, right? So as a VA, you have to know that if you are drafting an email, it should be between 6 to 10 words. Okay. And you can see the research. The research is telling us that those who wrote their subject line word count from between 0 to 5, they have 15% of open rate. Those who keep their subject line from 6 to 10 words, they have 20% of open rate. Those who went longer than 10 words, like 11 to 15, they have 15% of open rate. Those who added more subject line, like longer ones from 16 to 20 words, they have 10%, and 21 to 25 subject words, they have less than 10%. So it's telling you that if we keep our subject line in between 6 to 10, then we have a chance of people opening the email to see what you have to say. So the importance of the form address. The form address is vital for email marketing to succeed as a form of communication. Most people will not open an email unless they recognize the firm address. Meaning, who is sending the email? The person sending the person, the individual, the organization sending the email. That is something that after looking at the subject line, you want to know who is sending this email. It determines a lot. So if you're sending emails to people who know you by name, okay, send them with your personal email rather than sending from no reply, info, or newsletter. Making email content relevant. Consider the sources of blog, forum, and social network. Those interactive channels are effective because users feel involved and engaged. Build off that premise with email copywriting by keeping the subscriber engaged and making them a part of the content. You can consider including the following: reader polls, reader case study, Q&A with your customer. Okay, writing a call to action in your email. Okay. The subscriber needs to know why you are sending them an email. The reason should lead them to a clear call to action. We have spoken about that. When customers are presented too many options, they may be less likely to purchase instead of focus on your call to action and leaving the efforts to take it. Okay, on size. That's why I want you all to have read, read these materials so that we can skip most of these things. Okay. I'm going to skip a lot of it. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go to effective email structure signature. Okay. Your email signature is often one of the final points of communication. A consumer asks with your service plan, a good email signature is simple, informative, professional, and put the information in the forefront. But this doesn't mean your signature has to look dull or boring. There are many ways to get the most out of your email signature. So let's run through. Okay, first of all, before we run through this list that they're going to give to us, who knows how to create email signature on your email? Does anyone knows how to do an email signature? Those of you, okay, Margaret. Okay, let us know. Margaret, you can unmute yourself. Okay.
Okay. An email signature can be done on the email settings. So when you go to the email settings, then you can click on, there's a part that has the signature where you can type in, maybe you want to type your name, your phone number, you want to put an image, then you click on it. Then you can even, how will I say it now? Instruct. Yes, you can even instruct that the signature should be a default for all of the mail, maybe when you are replying or when you are sending a new mail. So it can be set on the settings. It can be done on the settings, on the email settings.
Okay.
So
very
anytime
good.
you open a mail, it's already there at the bottom of the mail. You just type the body.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. We're going to practicalize that right now. And I'm going to, once we practicalize that, the assignment will be this. You all have to have an email signature in your email. That will be the assignment. And we're going to be using Gmail, and I know every one of you has Gmail. Is there anyone yet that doesn't have a Gmail account? Is there anyone that doesn't use Gmail? Is there anyone that doesn't use Gmail? So, okay, I believe everyone uses Gmail. So, okay, so now as a VA, because we're trying to groom you professionally, so I'm going to let you all have an email signature. Now, whenever you send an email out, you have this signature automatically in the email. You don't have to be. So the purpose of setting it up one time is that you don't have to be going back anytime you want to send email. You need to add the signature again. No, once you set it up once, it's gonna be on the body of your any email you want to create. So everyone can see my screen, and let's say I want to compose email. You see my screen is blank. My email compose body is blank because I don't have any signature set up on it. This is one of my emails that I don't have. But usually I used to have it in some of my other emails. I'm using this as a tutorial. So you see it's blank. So but once you set up your email signature one time, automatically you would always have, you don't have to go back to put your name and everything. So now what does a signature, how do you go about setting up a signature? So Captain is going to guide us through this step. Captain, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right, so let's go for it. Looking at my Gmail, where do I go to? This is how everyone Gmail is supposed to look like. Every one of you Gmail account, this is how it's supposed to look like. So when you're doing your assignments, just follow this step. If you need to note it down, just note it down. But I want everyone to have email signature in their email, and I want you to set it up. Okay, Captain, let's go.
For me, the way I set my own up is from the compose message.
Compose
so
message.
once I try to compose the message.
Okay. No, I want to, Captain, I want you to explain step by step so that we'll do it and everybody can see how you did yours. So you go to compose message, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do from here?
From the ones I finished typing the message. So from the bottom, by the place where they send and those stuff. So there's the pencil icon, that is the signature icon.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can click on the manage signature. Or click on once you click the pencil, it should pop up.
Okay, I've clicked on it. It took me to this page.
Okay. So I'm joining with my phone, so the screen is a bit. So we can set all these settings. So from this page too, we can also set the amount of time. If we send a message, you can be able to edit it for a particular period of time. Maybe you made a mistake. But the default, I'm not sure, maybe it's 5 to 10 seconds. But from here, I think we can increase it too. But for the signature, we just scroll down.
Okay.
So here's the signature, then create new signature.
How everyone is seeing what we are doing. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can insert the name or maybe a quote or anything that we want as our signature.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay.
So then if you want an image too, you can also customize the fonts and some other things. So from the edit screen, yeah. So there's the symbol for an image. Maybe you want a link to be the signature. So you can choose the font that we want. You can choose to bold it, maybe italize it, and then add an image too.
Okay. So you see where it says insert image. So you see where it says insert image, you click on it, and we're going to look for our logo image. Okay. Oh, it's a mistake. Okay, so we want to make it small. Oh, okay. So I've inserted the logo, and then what we do next is we need to save changes. You see where it says save changes. You click on save changes, and then you'll now notice anytime we want to create an what's it called, email, then you just, the method Captain just showed you, you click on the pencil on beneath your compose template. You will now, because you've already created an enemy signature, then you will not click on the name that you give it. You see, now I have my event signature. Then I can start drafting. My name is so and so, and then you can always send. Now, this is an email example of an email signature. You can have your phone number in it, you can have your web address and anything. So this is an email signature right here. Now, there's another way that you don't have to always insert it. You can make it by, you can make it like automatically, like always showing up. Let me see. When you go to settings, okay, let's go back to the insert signature. You manage signature, okay. Now, go to the signature part of it.
Yes.
Okay, so this is how you do it. So you see where it says for new email, meaning anytime you want to draft an email, use no signature. It's already at default. So you want to make it automatic. So you won't need to be inserting it every single time. So you're going to click on this no signature and insert the one you created. So now, and also on reply and forward, use no signature. You can also put that to your signature. Then you go back and save changes. Now you see what is going to happen now. So when you do compose, you see it's already there automatically. So anytime you want to compose, you don't have to go and click the pencil beneath it. So it already shows up automatically. So you just compose your email and send it to the client. So does everybody understand this step, or do we need to recap again on it? Any questions on this step? Okay. Okay, so we should recap. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna recap again. So in order for you to create an email signature in your Gmail account, you go to your Gmail account and you pretend as if you want to send an email. You click on compose email. It's open the box where you need to send, your templates. So let's say we pretend you don't have an email signature, right? this is just, okay. So this is where you start your setting from. You will always see what my screen is showing to you. A pencil beneath. You click on the pencil. The pencil says, if you put your arrow on it, it says insert signature. So you click on it, then you click on manage signature because you have not set up one previously before. So you click on manage signature. So it's going to open the settings page for you. Then on this page, you scroll down until you see where it says signature, right? So once you see where it says signature, you click on create new because you haven't created anyone in the past. Even if you can still create new ones too as well. So you click on create new, you add a name, you can put your name, right? That will be the name to know that, okay, this is the signature you created under this name. So you can create as many as possible signature as you want. So if, for example, if you're a student and you are also working for some companies, so you don't want to use your company's the email signature you created for yourself, for your company, to send email out to students who are in your club and stuff like that. So you can create as many signatures as you want, depending on what you see best suits. So now, once you create the name, it's going to open a text box. This is where you design your signature. Let's say your name is Osman Abdulrahman. Okay. You put your name, you put the, let's say you're a student at OAU, just for an example. And then you can put the logo, if you want, you can insert the logo of your school, right? And then you can also put your email address so that they can contact you. Anyone who receives your email and want to contact you, you can put your phone number, right? And then you can also, it's not a must you put your logo, but you can also insert your logo. To insert your logo, you would click on the insert image. You upload the logo from your, if you save it on your profile, I mean your folder, you'll insert the image and it will appear in your signature. Once you are done, don't forget to come and save changes. So once you save changes, then you go back to your compose. Okay, and then you can insert the signature. If you don't send it to auto to show it automatically, you just click on the insert and look for the name that you created for the signature and insert it. You say Usman Abdulrahman, student at OAU, something like that. So that is the recap of it. Is there any step that I'm missing out? Or is there something that I need more clarification? You need more clarification on? Huh? Does everyone understand this step? Any questions? Okay, so that's the assignment. Everyone has to have an email signature. So you can have it as a VA, right? You just insert, manage signature, create new, put in your name. For example, okay. The VA, you can put VA virtual assistant, and you can put in any website, your email, your phone number, and that's it. Okay, so I think everybody got the gist of this. Let me delete. Okay. All right. So now let's go back. That is an email signature. Now, let me share back my screen. Okay. Now, these are the 12 key points. Don't include too much information. Keep your color palette small. Keep your font palette even smaller. Keep your email signature format some style. I mean, give your email signature format some style. Okay, let me quickly show you how to do that. Manage signature. Now that you can give your email signature so that it will be unique and just different from the ones that people use. You can style it out. Where's the okay, create here. So for example, let's say you put in the oh, yeah, something like this. Oh, okay, you can see my screen. I'm gonna share my other screen. Okay, so in order to style it, you can just play with the font, right? Play with the font, use some unique style, you know, can give it, you can give it color, can make it use good color. Okay, save signature. Okay, now you see my email signature. It looks different from the one I just created previously. This is what this is telling you. I give your email signature some format and some style so that you look even more professional, right? And share screen. Let's see. Okay, it's saying that add your company logo. If you are working for a company, make sure you have the logo in it to your email signature. Always use the alternative tag when adding an email to your signature. Alternative tag, okay. Make it mobile friendly. Make sure contact details are up to date. Use social media icon to drive traffic. Use a different email signature for your replies and forwards. Give your email signature format as much as a marketing campaign. Add your latest marketing content. Just like the one, you see the example they gave us, this person in my website. So this person added their LinkedIn icon to their signature. You can also do that because of our time, I don't want to go into those as well. Okay, so we are almost done. Email marketing landing page. Okay, so this is straightforward. So let's say you're creating email marketing. Your landing page should have no navigation, social media icon, headline, and all of these things that they put here. So you can take a look at it also on your own to see all these key points. Okay, now I want to quickly move to the most important subject yet, because your email will be it will not it will be wasteless if you don't know how to avoid spam. Okay, what is canned spam? In this chapter, we will give you the history of what scam fine is and tell you, okay, so in 2003, sorry, as inboxes were being flooded with unwanted email spam, the United States federal government took action with the passing of the scam spam law. Okay, scam spam stands for controlling the assault of non-solicited pornography and Marketing Act of 2003. Essentially, the law set forth a number of requirements that needs to be met in order to send commercial emails to customers. So there's a law behind email sending. Okay. Now, is your email spam compliance? Once you get past all the government language, spam compliance is not that compliance is not that complicated. If you just follow 7 steps, you'll be completely safe. Okay. Be who you say you are. Okay. Whenever you send an email, make sure you are the person you say you are on the email. Else, it will be like you are scamming, or you are a Yahoo person or something like that. So you can't profess to be another site or organization just to get a client to open an email or to dodge messages going to spam. This is a famous trap which offshore spammers use to overcome spam shyness. And yes, it is illegal. Okay, that's one of the laws put in place. Don't lie in the subject line. Secondly, do not lie in your subject line. This one is easy. If your email subject line says that opening the email will give the user a daily quote of the day, then that is what needs to be in the email. Tell them that your email is an advertisement. You can do this in numerous ways, including mentioning as the base email. Notwithstanding, some place in your email, you have to make it clear that the email is an advertisement. Okay. So don't lie on your subject line. Number 3, tell recipients where you are located. This one is also simple. Somewhere in your email, you must provide a physical address, street, or postal box where you can receive communication via email. Okay. Number 4, you have to let people know how to opt out. If you're sending someone email, you have to put it there and let them know that they can opt out if they want to stop receiving emails from you. Okay. You cannot and should not send a marketing email without letting the user know how to stop you from sending future emails to them. This is called allowing email opt-out of your email list. This is typically done at the bottom of the email. The only actual spam compliance requirement is that it be easy for an ordinary person to recognize and read this information. Also important is the universal unsubscribe view. Now someone might ask, how do we go about this? Most of the third-party software you're going to be using to send email, they already have this. So in the bottom of their email, in their template, so they would already have integrated how a email recipient can opt out from those emails. So the number 5, honor opt-out request promptly. When somebody requests an opt-out or unsubscribe from your email list or list, you have up to 10 business days to remove them. Make sure you don't send them email again. When you send an email, the information or link to unsubscribe from that email must be valid for 30 days. Okay. Monitor what others are doing on your behalf. Also, make sure that you know what your affiliates are doing. Make sure that you know what anybody who sent an email on your behalf is doing. You are legally responsible for the action of anybody you hired or authorized to send a marketing email on your behalf. There you go. Take after the straightforward 7 stages and you will be spam compliant. Most outsider email stage suppliers will really ensure that any of these criteria can be robotized. For example, physical location, unsubscribe, computerized. Then again, it's your best interest to always review your marketing email before they go out to make sure they meet every criterion on the checklist. Okay. People in the West, in the Western country, right? People can sue you for sending them email if they do not subscribe to your email. And if you are missing the option of you allowing them to opt out in your email, they can easily take you to court, right? In countries like the United States, like UK, like Germany. So they have these rules, right? That you need this is compliant. If not, your email has become illegal, and the people can actually take you to court for that. So in order to avoid that, when you're working with, client from abroad, you have to know all this so that you don't land your client into trouble. Okay, spam testing. Okay. Okay, this is the reason I want to go through this is very, very important. So following are the rules that must be followed to avoid being marked as spam. If you don't want your email to be bouncing back to you or bouncing to the spam, you need to know these rules. Number one, using phrases like click here or once in a lifetime opportunity. It can be easily marked as spam. Okay. Excessive use of exclamation points like this. You see this that I highlighted? If you have it a lot in your emails might be rejected and it will bounce back. Using all caps, I spoke about that, which is like screaming at the top of your lung via email, especially in the subject line. When you speak in your email, make sure you're not using all caps. It's like you are screaming on the person you're sending it to. Using bright red or green color fonts. Okay. Using bad content. This is one broad but important. Like putting pornography image on your email, something like that, it's gonna mark as spam. Coding sloppy HTML, usually from Converti. Okay. Creating an HTML image that is nothing but one big image with little or no text. Okay. Using the word test in the subject line, agency can run into this issue when sending draft to. So like maybe you send an email and it's just a test email and you mistakenly send it out. So if you put like testing, it could be easily marked as spam. Sending a test email to multiple recipients with the same company, that company email firewall often assumes it's a spam attack. Sending to an inactive list. These are lists which have not engaged in true opens and click, because subscriber engagement is a huge part of getting email to the inbox. Okay. So if you're sending an email consistently to people who are not even opening the email or clicking on it, with time, the email registry will mark your email as spam. Okay, because these people you keep sending it, but they are not reading the emails, right? So sending to Slate list. Permission generally goes Slate with about 6 months. Include a test version of your email if you are sending. Okay, use spam checker before sending your emails. There's some software out there that you can use as spam checker. Maintain a good text to image ratio. Make sure you use DKIM. All these ones we might have these are more technical stuff. Okay, avoid large attachment and certain attachment types. Okay. All right, so I think we have come to the end of this email theory aspect. And all this you can read on your own. Okay, does anyone have any question? Is there any question?
I have a question.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, good evening, sir. So my
Good evening.
question is, from the material, I think there was a part that they said if you're sending out bulk messages, let's say up to 1,000 or more, it's not advisable to use Gmail or Outlook. I think I saw something like that. My question is, what will you use instead of Outlook and Gmail to send emails?
Okay, that's a very good question. So what they refer to as that is that you should not use your personal Gmail or personal Gmail account. Meaning Gmail has what's it called? Gmail has a paid service that would allow you to send like 1,000 email, but that's not like normal Gmail account that is assigned to all of us for free. So that one you have to pay to get the service. So, and one of the common mistake that people do is whenever they want to send email to like beginners, let's say beginners. So like say whenever they want to send email to I want to show you this screen. Okay, so let's say whenever they want to send emails to like, let's say they have 500 contact lists or even 10 contact lists, what they do is that they draft the email. We are selling something like we are selling our products. Okay. Now what they do is that they come to the recipient and they import everyone's email here to at for example at gmail.com, and then they enter it, they put another email. Okay. I want to send it also to bola@gmail.com. And then I want to send it to tayo@gmail.com. You see, this is wrong. I mean, if it's something that is in a professional setting, you can't send email like this. Because once I send out this email, everyone will be able to see who you send the emails to. They will see the other people's email that, oh, you send it to this person, to that person. So it's not personalized. So in order to personalize this is not a third party, this is not a paid, but I just want to show you all this trick. So in order to personalize this, who can tell me how to personalize this? So that when this email lands to me, I won't know that you send it to these other parties.
You
Direct.
use the services of a email services provider.
Good. I mean, that is well, in this case, maybe we are a club members and we are no more than like 10 or 5. I don't have money to pay to send out to third party to send this out. So how do I go about
You
this?
write the person's name like hi Bola.
Yeah, but I don't want to send it to Bola only because I don't have the time to keep
Okay, you do the
writing it.
blanket copy.
Huh?
Blanket copy.
No. What did you say? I didn't understand.
I said blanket copy.
What's blanket copy?
So that the other person will not see that you also send the same email to another person.
Okay, so where did I click on? Where did I click on? What's that? So, I don't know. What's that blanket copy?
I did.
Okay, so where is the blanket copy here?
I'm sorry, it's night. I can't see very well. I can't
Oh,
see this.
you can't see my screen. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There is BCC on your screen.
Okay. Is it this?
Yes.
Okay. So that is good. So you have to blanket out others so that they won't see what this person you're sending into will not know that you also included some other people on the email. Let's say you have a manager, assistant manager, and you are their VAs, and you want to reach out to a client on their behalf, and you want your manager to be carried along the image. Yeah, you want your manager to be carried along in your email. So what you need to do is to hide your manager. Don't let the person see that your manager is on the email, but your manager is also going to receive the email so that she will know what you tell our clients. So you use this blanket copy, the BCC, to hide. Who can tell me the difference between CC and BCC?
I'm not sure, but I think for BCC, others will not be aware that everybody will not be aware of the people that they sent the email to. But I think for CC, it's like the opposite. They will be aware that, okay, some other person received this email. I'm not sure.
Okay. No, you are right. For CC, you are not hiding the email from the recipient. CC is usually used that, okay, I have included my manager on it. Some people want them to, okay, I'm carrying my supervisor along. So you use CC. You are not hiding. But if you use BCC, you're hiding your manager from the person you're sending it to, but your manager can track what is going on. So that is something that you need to know in a professional setting. And CC stand for carbon copy. So CC stands for carbon copy, and BCC stands for blind carbon copy. Is the meaning? The interpretation is that you have blinded the one who is getting the email from knowing who are on the bottom of the emails. Okay. So that is something that is very, very important for me to explain. Now the assignment. The practical assignment is this. And I don't know, is Wafia, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're gonna draft this assignment and post it on the group for me so that everybody knows what to do, and it's gonna be due on Friday. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now the first assignment is this. You are all going to create an account called Mailchimp. It's a third-party account, account for sending emails to huge amount of your contact list. So they have a free trial account. You do the free trial. You won't have to subscribe with you won't have to pay anything. Okay. Okay, you see, they're gonna give you you can send email to 500 emails per month for free. Okay. So you create the accounts with them. And once you create the account, you would draft an email and you will be sending the email you drafted. You're going to use a template. You're going to draft an email using their template and you send it to 10 contacts that you know. It could be your friends, but you have to add my contact to it so that I can see what you send out as the final result, grade. So you send it to 10 of us, myself. You can send it, you can ask for the email contact of your colleagues on this program as well. You send it to, so at a minimum 10. If you want to do more than 10, it's fine. So the template, you make sure it's well designed. The email could be on a product that you're trying to sell or your service or to promote yourself. Like I'm a VA, I have these skills, I'm looking for opportunity, something like that. So come up with an email in your message. Make sure make sure it stand out. That's the goal. And once you're done, you send me the email and send it to other 10 of your colleagues minimum. So that's the first assignment. Any questions on this assignment?
So I have a question.
Yes.
They talked about click. I've forgotten the acronym. Something about click rates or something.
Hmm.
If you are using your normal Gmail without paying for the subscribed one, can you determine your click rate? Or it's when you're using the paid version that you can determine your click rate?
With your normal Gmail account.
So please, how? How will you know?
Wait, is it with your normal Gmail account? Are you sending the email out with your normal Gmail account?
Yes, normal Gmail account, not paid.
So you want to, okay, how will you know if the person you send it to knows that, I mean, you know that the person has opened the email?
Yes.
You won't know. The only thing you will know is that you send the email. It's going to show on your sent folder that the emails got sent. But you won't know if the person opened it or not. You understand?
So is it if you're using the paid version that you will know?
Yes. Or you're using a third party. But if it's just an email, like your normal Gmail, you're sending email to your friend, you might not know if the person got it or not on the free one.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the first assignment. Second assignment is this. The first assignment is MailChimp. Create an account, set up your account, and send email to 10 of us at a minimum. And draft an email maybe selling your skills or telling you that you're a VA and this is what you do, something like that. So the second assignment is using Gmail. Okay. I want you to use Gmail. Let me use my personal Gmail. Use. Okay, let's use Gmail. Let's use my Gmail. Okay. So you go to your Gmail. You click on compose. Please look at it very carefully. You click on compose. You will compose your email. Let's say enroll in my master's program. Okay. Let's say I want to use Abibola, something like that. I'm just giving an example. You draft the body of the email, click here. Okay. I'm selling my master's or something like that. Program worksheet. Please click here to enroll. Okay. So I want to personalize this because I want to send it to 20, more than 20 people or more than 10. And I don't have time to be coming to add their name. Let's say I want to add Abimbola and I want to send it to a lot of people. It will show as Abimbola to everyone who has, and not all of them as Abimbola as their name. So what do? I'm going to use a code. I'm going to use a coding language, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so instead of me putting Abimbola's name, because I'm not only sending it to Abimbola, I'm sending it to a lot of people. So my language here is $, percentage sign, and percentage, a name, and then percentage. This is a language that you need to know. Okay, so now I've jotted my email. Now I have to open the list of those who I want to send it to. In order to do that, this is very technical. I want you to pay attention so that you can do this right. You go to Google. Everybody has this point tab. So you go to Google Sheet. You go to Google Sheet. You open a blank spreadsheet. Okay. This is something unique. You know, we are still on Google. I'm showing you how to send email using Google to multiple recipients. So if you go to Google Sheet, now what you need to do is the name of the people you want to send it to, their email list. I'll just put email. And let me see how I did it on my. Okay, so it's just name and email. Okay, so I said I want to send it to 10 people. For example, I have Abimbola's email, and I have a name, and I have an email, like let's say abimbola@gmail.com. Or let me use something, an email that I have. Okay. Let's say the next person is Osman. What I'm doing is I'm building my email list. I have the emails, I have their name. So you can add as many as possible, right? But I'm just going to add one, for example. Oh, let me add, okay. Okay, so what I did now is I built my email contact list on Google Spreadsheet, okay? And I'm going to now go, this is a very important step. You click on extension, you click on yet another mail merge for Gmail, and you click on start mail merge. Okay. You need to install, okay, don't worry. So once you click on extension, you look for where it says, I'm going to repeat it, please write it down, extension on your spreadsheet, or your Google spreadsheet. You click on extensions, you look for yet another mail merge. Is an add-on Google is giving out, okay? Extension, yet another mail merge. Again, extension, yet another mail merge. And I'll click on start mail merge. Start mail merge. Okay, once I click on that, see what is going to happen. Okay. Sender name, I'm sending it for myself. So it should show me, it should show where it's sending from, sender name. And you see email template, because I already created a draft here, enroll in my master's program. I created it as a draft. Then you come here, you click, you look for that email and enroll in my master's program. You click on it. You can send yourself a text email. Okay. You can send the email. It's going to send it to the emails that you have on your list. So send 2 emails. I only added 2 people on my list. Okay, so it says email has been sent. So now I can see this email has been sent here. This is, you see the match status, it's going to tell me if this person opened the email or not. You see, it has changed to email opened. So this person has opened the email, but he has not clicked on it. Now I'm going to click, because I have this email account. I'm going to click on it and you see what's going to happen. Okay. Okay, I think because I did not put any call to action, so there's nothing to click on it on the body of the email. I didn't add, if you add call to action, if I click on the call to action, it's going to change it to, okay, this person open it, he also clicked on the call to action. So this is how you use Gmail to send email. So now let's see what I sent. I'm going to open the email that I used to send. You see, it shows up here. Enroll in my master program. I Abimbola. You see, I didn't enter Abimbola manually. Okay, let me show you an example. Let me stop the screen. I'm gonna show you my other email so that you can see how it landed in the email and how it shows up. Okay, so you see, I got the email in my email box, and you see, Abimbola. I am sorry, my master program. So this is something that you need to okay, on this email it should show as I Usman, something like that. So that's how you personalize your email using Gmail. Okay, at this stage, does anyone have any question before we leave for today?
Sorry, I didn't get the beginning of this process before you start. I didn't get the beginning of the process. You said you insert something before you go to like the spreadsheet.
Yes. So what I say is that you're going to draft, you're going to compose your message first. You put it, you click, you go to your normal Gmail, you hit compose, and then you put your subject line, the body of your email, what you want to send. You won't put anything in the recipient because you're not sending it to this recipient. So the sending to will be empty. You put the subject line and the email body. Then once you do that, then leave this alone. Now you'll now go to open your Google spreadsheet, right? And then you create a blank spreadsheet and you put the name and email on top of the spreadsheet. Then you start entering the names of those who you want to send it to and the email. Once you are done, you go to extension, you look for yet another mail merge, you start mail merge. Once you start the mail merge, you should now see the templates that you drafted. You look for the template that you drafted. I'll email myself. Okay, because I didn't add email. Okay, but that's the beginning step that you asked about.
Okay, please, sir, I have a question.
Okay.
Does this work with for example, let me use an institute, educational consultancy as an example. For example, I'm working with an educational consultancy and they are reaching out to other educational consultancy to convert their students to a particular country where they are in affiliate with different institutions in that country. For example, I have let me say 20 educational consultancy from Philippines that I want to reach out to. And yes, all of them are in Philippines and they're in different communities or different states in Philippines. And I want to try as much as possible to personalize my email so that it will look real and they will also attend to it.
Okay.
So in terms of this body of the message, for example, one of the institution is in Manila, another one is in Dabo or another state. How will I now make it to will this method work? And I would also like to mention the name of each of the institutions in my message. So will this method work? Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think the last part you said you want to send the email. Okay, let me recap what you said. You want to send the emails to different institutions, right? And
Yes.
you want to drop the email and send it just at once to different of these institutions. Now you want to include the name of the institution, right? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it will work. So in that case, what you need to do is once you are drafting the body of your email, you use the code that I gave to you, which is this. I'm going to post it on the group chat. This is a very unique code. So you can use I or LO or something. You can change this I to LO or anything of your choice or there. Okay. And then you put this language there. And now you now come to your Google Sheet. Instead of using the name of a real person, you can put the name of the institution. Let's say your institution is OAU Institute. And you have another institute you want to send it to, maybe Uni Ilorin, for example. And then you have their email, you put their email. So now, once you do that, the only difference is that you are just changing the person's name to the institute name. So once it bounces to their email, it's going to show as I or LO OAU or LO, the institute you put. Yeah, it's going to surely work on it using this coding language. Another option you can do is using a third-party paid service as well. Did you get it?
Yes, sir. But I think it will not work for what I want.
Okay.
Yes.
In what way?
Okay. For example, now let me use Nigeria. Maybe I want to reach out to all the universities. Let me say like 20 universities in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I want them to collaborate with me, with my organization, to be sending students, maybe let me say best students out of the country to a particular university, maybe in UK or US.
Okay.
And I'll try as much as possible to personalize each of the message so that the institution will know that, oh, this person actually researched about my institution. It's not a spam message. This person actually know who he or she is sending this message to. For example, I'll say, okay, I want to send to Uni Abuja, and I need to mention the name of the VC or the representative. And I'll also mention that I'm sending it to Uni Abuja, as I searched through your portal, all this. And Uni Abuja is in Abuja. Then also, I also want to send to OAU. I also want to send to ASUT, UNN, Unizik, Abu, Zaria, all those schools.
Okay.
So will this, and I also want to mention on the body of on the salutation parts of the message, I want to mention the names of each of the school representatives. And on the body, I also want to mention the institutions individually. Will it work?
Okay. So I think I got your question. So okay, so we have done the heading. If you're gonna do it on the heading, like the introduction, like OAU, VP name, you can put the VP name. Now the question now that I have not attended to is the body. If you want to customize it also in the body of the email, do you agree with the headings, right?
Like the headings, for example, okay, I would say hi. Let me say the representative of OAU is Mr. Patrick. And I say hi, Mr. Patrick. Then that of UNN is maybe Godwin. I will also want to mention hi Godwin or hello Godwin.
Yes.
Then body, I'll also try to mention that
Wait,
I've
the
researched
body,
about UNN and I found out that
the heading, the heading for the heading first. You
okay,
you already agree that it will work on the heading, right?
okay, if I mention, for example, I'm sending to you and I say hello Godwin, that would be my
Yes.
head. Then to OAU, hi Patrick. Then to Abu Zaria, hi Messi. To
Yes.
Eunice, hello Martins.
Correct. Yes, that would work. You with this formula I gave you.
Okay.
Because we just did it now. When I
Yes.
use the example like I Abimbola, if it's gonna land your email, it's gonna say I your name, right? It's gonna like hi OAU, hi Martins. The reason being is that because you have defined the name here.
Yes.
You have defined the name here. So if you put all the university's name here and you put their email using this code, it's going to put it on the edit. Now, the body is another different thing. The body is another different thing. Now, the body, I think for that, you would need a paid version.
Okay.
You need to subscribe to a third party that allow customization, but there's always a way to go about that on a paid version.
Okay. So
But if
that I
it's
can be
just
able to
if you're
analyze
just
each of
managing the
them.
heading, then that one you don't have to pay anything for that. So you have already introduced the name of the school and they already know you are referring to their school. But now if you want to start inserting at every junction on the body, then that is something even more technical.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes. And if you need some one-on-one training on that, maybe we can schedule a time to go about how you can do that.
I will love that, sir.
Okay.
Thank you
Oh.
so much.
Hello, coach, please, will the code be sent to the group? The code you talked about.
Yeah, I sent it to okay, let me send it to this group also. Let me send it to the group.
And I also have another question.
Yes.
Taking us back, product listing. I saw a job opportunity. One of the criteria was that you must know inventory.
You must what?
You must know inventory.
Yes. Yes, inventory is very important in product listing.
So those of us who don't know inventory can't apply.
No, you should apply. Inventory is just item products and how to to maintain the product, like the amount of stock you have the amount of stock your client has, the name of the product, the count, keeping track of it, and inventory is not something difficult. So you should definitely apply.
Okay, concerning this email marketing, is there a distinction between email marketing and email content writing? Or email, can somebody get the job as two different jobs? Or does it entails of, if you are an email marketer, you must be an email copywriter and you must also be a email content writer?
It's all one. So if you get a job as an email marketing, so they will expect you to know how to do content and copywriting in the email. So if you hire you as an email copywriter, they will expect you to know how to do content and also email in general. So it's all one. It's just different language that they are using to call it. Just like virtual assistant, So we expect the virtual assistant to have this and that and this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you are. Okay. All right, so I think we are done for today. The assignment will be posted on the group and we'll take it from there. And don't forget, I'm gonna send the email you're gonna send, my email that you're gonna send the email to as well on the group. All right, everyone, thank you very much for attending this section. And sorry, I think it went way beyond an hour. And we'll meet in our next section. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.